So I'm saying, like, League at this point is pretty much unplayable. I'm talking about, like, um, queuing up to play a matchmaking game where the algorithm decides who you get placed with. Now look at this guy, right? This guy's bronze, so naturally he picks Vayne because, I mean, it's a bronze player. He knows how to play Vayne. Okay, so look, he's 0-4, right? It's 10 minutes. He's already 0-4. Well, his farm. Well, how many creeps did he get? 50. He has half of my creeps, and that's because I let him farm. I just wanted to, get him at least some items. I played the whole game without summoners. Like, if I played summoners, like, this would be even worse. So I played with no summoners, and I had to ulti one time in 10 minutes. Right, so I'm just saying that these guys are gonna be on your team, and there is nothing you can do to carry this. There's just, it's like, it's impossible, right? Right, so I have some record-breaking numbers for you, just so you see how bad it is. Right, look at this guy. This is 6 minutes, and he has 2 CS in 6 minutes. So his effective CS is 4 per 10 minutes, right? So what's that looks like? I don't even know the number for this. It's so low. I think I have another one. Yeah, again, you see? 2 CS in 6 minutes. Just like, how bad can you get? 3 CS in 4 minutes. So less than 1 CS per minute. 6 minutes, 12 CS and 1 death. Now, imagine, right? Imagine this guy. Look, 8 minutes. Not even 8 minutes. He has 6 CS and he died 8 times already. Now you will say, oh, no, like, he's trolling. Now, people do that in ranked games. They do. They try AP Sion or, I don't know, AD, I don't know, Infinity Edge Lee Sin. I mean, I've seen stuff like that, right? So my question to you is, like, why would you go into a ranked game? Like, at this stage, Riot should simply introduce one-on-one ladder, right? Now they're gonna say, oh, this is not Street Fighter. Now, I enjoy other aspects of the game, like minion wave management, buying items, right? Figuring out different type of builds, right? There are a lot of mechanics in League that make it interesting and fun. In Street Fighter, right, it's like there are no minion management, there are no items to buy. There's just, like, it's very there's not a lot of, it's not very deep game when you think about it. It's just a bunch of combos, bunch of characters, and you need to know matchups, and that's about it, pretty much, right? In League, there is a lot more depth to the game, which is interesting, right? But I mean, look at the numbers, like, Jesus Christ. Do you know what I'm saying? 1 CS in 4 minutes. Like, 1 CS. So, my question to you, look, this guy's 0-9, 0, like 217. So my question to you, let's say you have a game and this guy is in your mid lane, right? So, here's the mid lane. This is your jungler, right? So your mid lane is 1 CS in 5 minutes. Your jungler is in 8 minutes, he's 0-8 with 6 CS, right? So, let's say this guy's top lane, so in 6 minutes he managed to die 1 time and collect 12 CS. Right? Let's say this is your bot lane support. Let's say this is your bot lane ADC, and this is your bot lane support. So that's your team, and then you are on that team. Like, I mean, how are you gonna win? My question to you. It doesn't matter. We can play Iron, ordinary players against these guys, and there is no way for you to win because it's so embarrassingly bad, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, the game League of Legends as a game does not exist, right? Because in games of tennis, there is certain level of skill involved, right? There is certain level of competition, practice that you need to achieve in order to progress to the higher. Let's say you're in Division D, you want to get to Division C, you have to practice, right? In League of Legends, you do not have to practice at all. You just have to play a lot of games. You just have to rotate the games, and especially if you buy skins. I don't know, there was a guy, he did analysis, and there is very small correlation between if you buy skins, like people who have skins, they have slightly higher win rate. Slightly. It doesn't affect too much. I mean, if you buy skin, it doesn't really affect it too much. But on average, you have slightly better win rate. Slightly, right? So, game rotation is probably the most important, right? So, what effectively are you doing? You're just rotating the feeders back and forth, and that's it. Right, so why am I saying that the game doesn't exist? Because you're not winning the game, you're just playing against these guys, right? Anybody can beat them. They're bots, effectively. They're like just walking bots. It's like playing against... Imagine like you walk into a game and randomly, all of a sudden, your top lane becomes 2 minion waves, right? Every 1.5 minutes, right? So the enemy gets 3 minion waves, but you get 4, right? So your gold and your experience is gonna go up much faster than the enemy team, right? And the enemy team is now -1 player. So not only do you get extra minion wave for free with gold and experience, you are playing 5 versus 4, right? So I mean, how are you gonna lose that? There's no way to lose it, right? So that's what I'm saying is the game doesn't exist because it's all just a facade, I suppose, or it's just like what you're looking at is just a algorithm in action, right? That is just allowing you to win or lose occasionally, right? Now it's true you can climb, but you see, like, why I'm ranting is because it's not about skill, it's less about skill and more about game rotation, right? Because this is uncarryable. You cannot carry this. It doesn't matter how much you practice. If you get 4 guys like this on your team, there's no way to carry this. It's too bad, right? And as you notice, like these bad players, like this guy is exception because he plays Ramos, it's brain dead champion, right? But they normally pick high skill champions, right? Normally. I'm surprised I don't see Akali. Well, Akali, I have videos where they do weird stuff. Most of them are Akali players. So I'm just saying that, the game that you're playing doesn't really exist because, and that game that you played where you got 20 kills, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not that you're good at the game. It's just that Riot gave you 3 free minion waves, right? Because this guy's a minion waves. Because I did analysis on how much gold you get. Where's my analysis paralysis? You get 118 gold. Minion. Yeah, minions, look. And then we have LOL, kill, bounty. Yeah, there you go. If you scroll down, you'll see that you get per minion wave on average, like 100 gold or something like that, right? Yeah, 125 gold on average. And then, if you look at the kill bounty, it's in here somewhere as well. Yeah, look. You see, so if you average this out, you're getting 1 extra free cannon wave. And you see the problem with feeders is you can't say that, oh, they are, at least they are a member on the team. No, they're just gonna they're gonna overextend and they're gonna die. They're gonna engage incorrectly, they're gonna die. They're not gonna be part of your coordinated team. They're probably gonna die all the time. Right, so they are just a minion. Right? And when you think about it, they are probably this minion here. So Every 1.5 minutes they give 150 gold on average to the enemy team, and you are now 1 player down. So there's no actual way to win the game, right? There's just no way to do it. What do we need? We need 1-on-1 ladder. That's what we need. Alright, take care.